Everyone, you join us on a brisk, fairly cool morning on the 28th of March 2025, and we're not on Errinvale today because today, currently, you join us at Neerabup, north of Perth, and well, we're putting our brand new Keep the Sheep sign on Dad's ute, and as you can see behind us, we got a whole bunch of other people here as well as a bunch of trucks because we're here for the Keep the Sheep convoy. Sounds like we've been given the holler, so we better go get over there. Dad and Chloe will finish twitching on that other sign. Now, those who have been following this channel for the past year would know that I've made multiple videos talking about Keep the Sheep. Well, today is the big day where we take to the streets of Perth and tell the Prime Minister that we are not happy with them, and that we will succeed in keeping the sheep. As you can see, this is the north part of the convoy. There's 3 other legs of that journey, one east, one west, and one south.
Right, yeah, thanks everybody. Really appreciate the turn up. Let's do this again. This convoy is all about being respectful, about being peaceful and being polite. They're the 3 key messages. Mr. Albanese will tell people that we're just dumb country hicks that don't know what we're doing. Our message is that we will show him, we'll show those politicians that we support those that support us. We don't support those that don't support us. Mr. Albanese has not supported us since day one of this campaign. He's shown us no respect, and so we will in turn at the ballot box and in this campaign all the way through, we will make sure that he doesn't just hear us and he doesn't just see us, but he will feel us on election day. I want everybody to be friendly. I want everybody to be respectful. We need the support of everybody in Perth. We do not need them against us. This is not about creating chaos in traffic. This is about making sure that they're, like we did in the first rally, the first convoy, they came out, they waved their signs, they gave us the thumbs up, they tooted their horns, and more importantly, on feedback radio, we were all listening that last time, whether it was on the ABC or it was on 6PR or whatever it was, all of those people that were somewhat disrupted, they didn't mind what we were doing. The overwhelming message that came out of that first rally was support for what we're doing, support for the farming community, support for the shearers, the truckies, and those regional communities that Mr. Albanese is trying to devastate with this legislation. And we've got a commitment from David Littleproud and from Peter Dutton that on the very first day of Parliament, if we can change the government, that they will introduce legislation to overturn the ban. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that the people of Perth join with us and tip this government out, so that way we can have this legislation repealed. That's what today is about. It is about getting support from the people of Perth, and we've continued, our campaign has continued to build that from day one. Our letterboxing, our door knocking, our message, our barbecues, it has continued to build that support, and that today will culminate, and hopefully in a couple of weeks' time we've got one more event in Perth. I'm hoping that it will be the Perth's biggest barbecue in Forest Place, and we'll get all those people from Perth with us and to understand what we're doing. So when we leave here, the police will be blocking traffic, cars, 4-wheel drives and other vehicles first, followed by the stock crates, and then followed by the other trucks. Down, you all know the route. down the freeway, off at Wellington Street, down Wellington Street, down, I think it's Plain Street, and then across down to Riverside Drive and across the causeway. Stock crates and oversize, you go off at Reed Highway, okay? Not like last time where some went off at Reed Highway and some decided to go down the Carrinup Road and cause a little bit of chaos. So we want all the trucks that are part of that convoy to go off at Reed Highway and follow the route that we've given you. That's what Tim and Benno and that have organised. That's what we've got approved for main roads, and that you will have a police convoy, motorbike convoy with you the whole way, just as our cars, our four-wheel drive and other vehicles, you'll have a police presence with you all the way through as well. Now, we're in the good graces of main roads, we're in the good graces of WA Police. They support what we're doing. Let's not let them down, and let's not let yourselves down. Support, look after yourselves, look after your mates, and let's make this a very successful day. And what do we say?
Keep the shape!
How's it go?
Keep the shape!
One more time.
Keep the shape!
Well done, guys. Thank you.
We need car details if we ever do this again.
Oh, well, chances are there won't be another convoy, but Brownie did say something about
The
big...
Perth
But,
CBD
yeah.
barbecue.
Yep. And with that, it's not quite 7:35 because the Utes clock is 2 minutes fast, because it's always better to be 2 minutes fast than 2 minutes early than 2 minutes late. But yeah, the convoy is underway. Yep, exactly. To Perth.
Come on. Yeah, it's a big bin for there, big bin. Yeah, we definitely got the front door good, buddy. First these things alive. Looks like we've got us a convoy.
They got the cameras all out for us. And we're about to go onto the first leg, right into the heart of Perth, Mitchell Freeway. Prepare to stop, ramp, Ooh, never seen a sign like that before.
Oh, they're doing works.
Yeah. No pedestrians, bicycles, animals, oversized loads, tractors, mopeds beyond this point. Well, I doubt a tractor would even make it into here, because it would have had to go on by one of the roads that also wouldn't allow tractors on there.
It's to slow the oncoming traffic down.
I've never seen lights like that. It's almost like a launching point in a race. Except one car at a time. It's going to make things tricky.
Yeah, it means we're not going to know where to bloody...
Go. Yep, we're going to be having some fun now because the ute we were following is now 2 cars apart. It's going to be stop, start all the way down. And to keep us all motivated, Tiff put together a playlist. So I'll only record when interesting things happen because I need to focus on the navigation part of this. But yeah, we'll just keep going with a little bit of a montage. Alright, so we caught up with the ute in front, but as you can see there's some lights up ahead, so I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Oh, it's a prank, I think. Gotta clean it up.
Yeah, there was an incident ahead which just adds a bit of chaos to the mix. It's a constant flow, keeping an eye on the traffic, listening to the music, and getting updates from Keepthesheep on WhatsApp. Look at that. Chloe was wishing Mum was able to watch the Keepthesheep live thing because I was loading it up on Facebook, and just as I finished watching it and Chloe asked the question, the Spotify went, "No, we ain't gonna take." Oh, you gotta have a laugh with these things sometimes, otherwise you're just gonna cry instead. Truck Convoy, but I wish they would say Keepthesheep. But you know, they just don't like referring it directly from the government itself. And Dad was just saying how it's constantly slow, fast, and it's troublesome to keep up, but we're getting close into the city now. Won't be long until we're right in the thick of it. Somewhere in that mess of of skyscrapers is where we're going to pass right through CBD. Rose Street and Wellington Street exit 1 kilometre.
That's what he was doing.
Yep. Rose Street exit right lane, Wellington Street exit both lanes. Yeah. So right now the convoy is about to turn onto Plain Street and then Hay Street, I think. Wellington Street. Wellington Street, then Plain Street, then Hay Street, then onto Kwinana Freeway, I think. Eventually.
No, Canning Highway.
No, Canning Highway, then Kwinana. And here we are in the middle of a somewhat unknown area.
When I worked in Perth for 10 months, I used to come down through this area.
Yeah, but they've changed it all.
Yeah, it is changed.
And
Well, we're lost.
No, we're
We got-
not lost.
no.
We're just stuck going.
Stuck behind a bus. We're right outside of a railway station that I actually did a heavy amount of research into, and that's Perth. Jeez, it's changed a lot from the old photos. Back in the convoy again.
I remember this parking lot.
Yeah,
Mum and I used to go past it
Aren't we
when
supposed to go down Hay Street?
we were.
yeah, we're supposed to go down Hay Street to turn right, I think.
I might make that car.
Oh, wait, hang on.
He's changed his mind.
Because everybody else is,
Well, I'm sure we were supposed to go on down that one.
down Hay Street.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hello! Here's the Fremantle part of the convoy. We're all joining up now.
Yay! I think it was a shortcut. Well, a really long shortcut, but
I suppose the more vehicles going through Perth, the better.
yeah.
So the GoPro is low on charge. We're just going to reserve that for the final part of the video, and for now we're just going to switch to phone camera, so the quality may vary. Oh look, there's the Swan River. They got the film crews all out. We're over the causeway now. Right, so we're nearly at Quarry Farm now. We've gone right through the middle of town and down along Canning Highway, Tonkin Highway for a bit, and Thomas Road. And they've got the Keepthesheep Keep the Sheep on the sidelines waving us on.
No, I don't think it is.
Just wait for the traffic. Sounds like it's got a siren. And here we are. This is Quarry Farm. This is where everybody's going to be meeting at the end of the convoy. There'll be speeches, there'll be snags, and who knows, if you pay attention to the Keepthesheep Facebook page, you might see Dad and myself and maybe even Chloe interview on there. You never know.
Behind the ground or in that building behind you. Don't forget to get a sausage, and the water truck is just across from the sausages. While we're waiting, just a few thank yous. Mears IGA for the onions and sauce. The community support, as always, is absolutely incredible, and we couldn't do it without everyone. The sausages, that was Borello and Hillside. They donated those for today. The barbecues, Nutrient and Elders, and you'll see the absolute guns, the Nutrient guns, they're all on the barbecues. The bread rolls and the cool drinks, they're all thanks to Elders, and thanks to the regional businesses in Meriden, Moora and Tuesday who baked all those bread rolls for you guys. So get around, man. Yeah, big clap for them. And the bread roll transporters, we had photos today of kids sitting in car seats stacked up around bread rolls. So that was Kevin, Laura and Yvonne. So thank you for driving the bread rolls from the bakeries. And a big shout out to Meg from Elders in Fairmont. She gathered a lot of the crew here today, got the shade sails and the tables. Dennis from Bustleton Freight, he sorted the cool room for us. Tim and Dana for sorting the stage. The Haggertys for towing the cool room. Lily, Emma and Marion, they're there at the merch table. So as always, this takes a whole team. There's probably a million others, but thought we'd start with those. But please get a sausage sizzle, grab your cool drink, and it won't be long.
Here we are at Quarry Farm. This is the end point for the convoy. As you heard, they made a couple of announcements on the microphone over there. And yeah, it's been a long drive. We did get cut off at a couple of lights along the way, but as you can see behind us, it's just a heap of trucks and a heap of utes and cars and all sorts. It's one big effort, and the fact that we've got the turnout that we have is just amazing. And apparently there should be more coming, so we'll see. The stock crates have just pulled in. Got a new friend of ours who's kindly let me borrow some of his charging pack. Go subscribe to him. Here come the stock crates. This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
We just need Yogi to come up too. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been an amazing day. I think back to the first rally in May 2024, and I got pretty emotional seeing people come through. And today's the same. And I think today is pretty important. We've seen Mr. Albanese has declared the election, and we might not raise as much money as the unions, although we've done well. But what they will never be able to do is this solidarity of grassroots people. And someone said to me they felt like royalty going through the city today with people coming out and waving. And I think that goes to show that our city friends do understand and support us, and we need you to keep fighting for the next 4-5 weeks and make sure they understand even more when it gets to the polling booth, and make sure they understand to put Labor last.
Hear, hear.
So huge effort to come today, huge commitment, huge amount of fuel, time, lost work, so thank you all for that. And it doesn't stop here. We've had some amazing volunteers, many of which are here, who have been coming out every weekend. We have letterboxed over 100,000 houses by foot. Plus we've had mail outs, we've got social media, we've been at markets. People like Bolty have been shearing sheep at the Kalamunda or the High Wycombe markets and Forest Field, and those are the areas where people may not have the same connection to agriculture, but we've been out there sharing that with them. And that's the impact you can have. That's why we need you every weekend and at pre-poll and on polling day. You need to get comfortable being uncomfortable for the next few weeks to help this fight. Now, I'm not sure if you want to add anything to that, Bolty, but I think we need to finish with the chant before we go on to our amazing spokesperson, Benno Sutherland, and who's arranged an amazing event today, along with a lot of great team leaders. And hopefully you all remember what we talked about. Stop the ban, keep the sheep, put Labor last. Let's hear it.
Stop the ban! Keep the sheep!
I reckon we can do it again. 1, 2, 3. Stop the ban! Keep the sheep! Put Labor last!
Well done, Holly. I will just have a quick word, and thanks to our team of volunteers that have put a huge amount of work into preparing this. For all of you, you know, for your businesses, your communities, we thank you all for turning up today. I would like to say a special thanks to the lady on my right, Holly. She has done a huge amount of work organising the volunteers on the ground, so thanks very much, Holly. Introduce Benno. Thanks, mate.
Righto, you've said a fair bit, haven't they? I'd like to thank you all for turning out today, because it can't be possible without you people being here. It's what a whirlwind of a ride. I'd like to thank all my team members, Tim, Brownie, where are you, Rick, Paul Brown down here, people he needs a shout out as well. His knowledge has been unbelievable. Mark Talbot for stepping in at the last minute and running peels, that was fantastic. And obviously I just did Benno things up at Beaverdale. It's such a great time to see so many people coming together to make sure we can change, or give it a go as best we can to change this government. But with that, anyone that's driven a truck here today and taken time out of work, you need a pat on the back as well. And to everyone that supported me and supported our whole crew doing this whole thing, thank you very much. So we can just get on with it now, a couple more speeches, and we can get on and have a snagger and a can of Coke and talk a bit of nonsense. All right, mate, what do you want to do? Put Labor last.
Put Labor last!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for the honour of speaking here today. It was pointed out to me on 6PR that, Yogi, you don't actually cart sheep. Now, that was a very smart man. I don't. I've done one load of sheep and they walked out the back and I thought I'll never do it again. But what it does is, what I see all these people in the crowd here, I know there is sheep farmers and I know there is people here, but I know there is an industry on the back of the sheep, and I am in that industry. We rely on people having sheep. We rely on people selling sheep. We rely on people, so then they buy machinery. So everything, the flow-on effect for us is second. We're the second tier, you know. So what Holly said, be prepared to be uncomfortable for the next 2 or 3 weeks. People are going to oppose everything you do, but be prepared, you know. The fight is there. It's strong support. We love it, and I'm absolutely honoured to be standing here. Benno, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, mate. There's a heap of people here that want to shake your hand, but Benno, thank you very much, mate.
Here.
We've fought, me and Benno, like, we've fought for things, we've talked for things, we've worked together on many, many issues. We might look like a couple of truck drivers from out in the Great Southern, but we actually work together on a lot of things behind the scene. And Benno, I can't thank you enough, mate. You've done an exceptionally good job. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep the sheep. This is what it's all about. Get behind it.
Afternoon, everyone. My name's Mark Harvey Sutton. I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of the the Keep the Sheep board. And as the last speaker, I think it's worth just giving a shout out to all the people that are volunteering for Keep the Sheep, Elders Nutrient for doing the barbecue, the food stalls and the police for escorting us today. But most of all, thank you to all of you for showing up. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I'm a shiny bum that sits in Canberra. My side job is I work for the Australian Livestock Exporters Council. Now, I can tell you, we have been relentlessly walking the halls of Parliament, talking to politicians, talking about the damage that this ban will do. There are people within the Labor Party that do not support this policy. It is terrible policy. The thing that strikes me, when you go and tell them the flocks declined by 25%, that the wool clip is down 20% year on year, that shearers have lost a third of their work off the back of this policy, they don't care. All they say is that there is great opportunity for the Western Australian sheep industry off the back of this ban. Now, what even galls me the most, I was listening to the radio here the other day, and the Prime Minister came on his 29th visit to the West and said, I am pro-WA, but the ban on live sheep is non-negotiable. Well, Prime Minister, you know what's non-negotiable? Us fighting for this industry, us standing up for regional WA, standing up for all of agriculture. Because at the end of the day, if we can allow industries to be shut down for political reasons, well then what hope has agriculture got? You are the front line. So, Prime Minister, it is not up for negotiation. No, you're right, it is not up for negotiation. We will fight this. Now, we don't want to have the fight. If you listen to evidence in the first place and came and saw all of you who are here today, but he hasn't done that, has he?
No.
So we have to fight this. We have no choice. Now, you might have seen that the Prime Minister called an election this morning. Well, at the end of the day, Prime Minister, this is perfect timing, because you would have noticed today when you were driving along, the people coming out of shops, coming out onto the street to support you, the road crews cheering you on. And I made this point at the last rally, they are probably Labor voters or were. But seeing you standing up for your industry, they support you. And that is a really important thing to remember, because people in the city will support you. They think this ban is wrong. Now, the reason the Labor Party is doing this policy is because they think it'll win them votes on the East Coast. It is an East Coast policy, a policy coming from them telling Western Australia how they should do things. That is wrong. They are telling our trading partners that we don't care about you. Well, now guess what, Prime Minister? This will cost you votes. But the only way it will, and I know we've asked a lot of you already, but the only way it will is if we mobilise. We're about to hit the most important 5 weeks in this industry's history, and we need your help. We need your help. We need you to go into the city. We need you to go talk in those electorates and tell them that this policy is wrong, and they will back you. The other point I'd just like to make to finish up is you might have seen the polls are tightening. You know, it's neck and neck. There is a huge opportunity in that, because what that means is that the seats in Western Australia can determine the election, the entire federal election. You can determine who wins this federal election. That's how critical your job is, and that's why we need your support. So thank you very much, everyone. Let's get into it, and let's put Labor last. Thanks very much.
Butcher Jolly Man here. A couple of things. First of all, at the end of that clip, I realised I didn't do an outro. This is actually recorded on the 3rd of April, I do believe, so a bit late, but yeah, thanks for watching if you made it to the end of this video. We had a blast being part of the Keep the Sheep convoy. We shook hands with Benno, we met Holly, we met Tiff, we met Brooksy and all the others. It was great. It was fantastic to be part of the rally and all the great fantastic speakers. We ran into Yogi as well. He told us that Big Blue's doing well in his new home down in Broome Hill. Started straight up and came off the truck. No dramas about that. And yeah, we had fun and nothing more to say. If you want to know how you can support the cause a bit further, I'll leave some links down below in the description to Keepthesheep's website. You can donate, you can come volunteer, you can come meet me if you really want to. You don't have to. We're all, at the end of the day, we're all just regular normal people, nothing really special about us. But yeah, thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.